Hello, McFluffy52 here, back for Magic the Gathering arena action. Today, we're going to try and win some gems, win some packs, hopefully open some good cards in a standard event here. We're going to be playing Omni combos. Now, if you're unfamiliar with standard events, these are like something you can do on the arena client, where you play against, you pay gems or gold to enter, and then you play against other players. In this case, is a best of one standard event. And then according to how many wins you get a certain payout. Now, you really want to hit like 3 wins if you can, because then you pretty much go even. One pack is worth roughly 200 gems. You pay 375 to get in. If you get 3 wins, you get 200 gems plus a pack. So that's 200 plus 200, roughly 400 gems. So really, ideally, you hit 3 pretty consistently. And then if you win more than that, things get much better. Because, well, you get 100 gems more, you get an extra pack, and another 100 gems, and then it gets pretty good if you go ahead and 7-0. Anyways, I'll go quickly pick out the deck, and we'll go through it real quick. One thing I should say is, usually you want to spend gold if you can, because gems, like, you don't get from your daily wins. So if you can spend the 2,500 gold, I think that's slightly better. Here's the deck we're going to be playing. We're playing Omniscience combo. If you want to pick out what deck I play next, comment down below. Let me know what you want to see in a standard event. The plan is to do these standard events every Saturday. So standard event Saturdays. Obviously today is not Saturday, but regardless, this is the deck we're playing. And I'll put up a community post as well, I think a couple of days before every Saturday, to try and gauge what people want to see. Today, I saw one person commented Omni combos, and then 2 people commented Rakdos Sacrifice. I'm playing Omniscience combo because it's what I'm familiar with, and I am like 9-2 with the deck on ranked. So this deck, what we're looking to do is kind of control the board with, I guess I can't drag the cards around because I already selected the deck, but we're trying to control the board with some bounce spells, and then obviously if we can surveil or get our Omniscience into the graveyard, we can reanimate it with Invasion of Tolvada or Reenact the Crime. And then once we have Omniscience, all we need is a Beseech the Mirror or an Invasion of Arcavios to just straight out win the game, because we can go ahead and do this complicated loop where we get both Invasion of Arcavioses on the battlefield by grabbing a Beseech the Mirror with one of them, and then we go into our sideboard, grab This Town Ain't Big Enough, bounce both of them back to our hand so we can replay them. One of them grabs This Town Ain't Big Enough, the other one grabs whatever we want to cast a dozen times, and then we loop whatever spell we want to win the game. We can loop Breach the Multiverse, we could loop Seasonal Loss to drain the opponent. Mostly what I like to do is go grab Jace, and then take down Jace and bounce it back to my hand, and recast it, and then take down Jace and recast it, and mill the opponent out, and then we can grab Mind Spiral from our sideboard to make the opponent draw cards on an empty library, and win the game that way. So that's the deck. Let's see how we can do on the standard event. Okay, this opening, we don't have any draw discard, and we don't really see Omniscience. This is like a lot of cards that we don't necessarily need in our opening. This is better. We can reenact the crime Atraxa turn 4, potentially. That would be good. So I think we'll try it. The question is, what do we get rid of? The Unauthorized Exit, I guess? That feels kind of bad, getting rid of our removal, but we're on the play, so that's a good place to be. We'll keep this because we already have our next land drop, our next 2 land drops, so not quite worried yet. Opponent says mouse, that is concerning. Means the opponent's on an aggro deck here. Play the Collector's Vault. We do a lot of draw discarding, so it's kind of annoying right now. Our hand is a little pinched on cards. Okay, so they're equipments deck. Play Lost Jite, which is 1 mana equipment that they can equip for 1. And then they can do some things when they connect. Obviously, equipping targets the creature, and so that triggers the Valiant. Equipments work pretty well with Valiant. Okay. I'll play the Undercity Sewers. Do I want another bounce spell? I don't think so. I'm just into the Flood Maw. But then next turn I should be able to reenact the crime Atraxa. Into the Flood Maw is really good into these like red aggro decks just because the opponent doesn't have any. Wait, the opponent doesn't have any other colored mana, so they can't give it hexproof. If they're playing like Boros, white and red, they could be playing 1 mana instant or the Shard Mage's Rescue, which has Flash, which is the enchantment that gives things something, or gives things hexproof. So. You can have your mouse back. Question is a turn 4 Atraxa going to win the game here? You'll find more action, which is like a big thing for us, is just drawing cards. That is absolutely excellent. Oh wait, I can't count. That's not good. I need to find a land drop. Whoa. Wait, can I count? Yeah, we're gonna have 3 mana. Whoops. Yeah, we didn't get to activate the Collector's Vault turn 2. Didn't want to get rid of the Into the Flood Maw. Okay. I guess we'll activate this on their turn and discard the Invasion of Tolvada. It's getting significantly worse. The nice thing with this deck is we can still win pretty much out of nowhere if we top deck Omniscience. We'll have a treasure, so we can keep the Invasion of Tolvada if we want. Or we can like discard the land. Yeah, we'll do that. Down to 14. Not dying super fast yet. Opponent has Fling. That would be problematic. They do now have access to white mana that they can untap with the Lost GT counter. So whenever it deals combat damage, put a charge counter on it, and then you can remove a charge counter to untap target land, make target creature unable to block, and then put a counter on the creature. Well, if we draw discard a Omniscience, we might be able to just straight up win the game. Oh my goodness. Well, that should be pretty much GG. Opponent has no access to like colored mana here, so we can just... Oh, yep, that's game. That's game. Oh my god. I love this deck so much. It's so much fun. Just... It's pretty gross, but it's so much fun. Yes, I will cast the Omniscience. Beseech the Mirror. This is the loop that I was talking about. Opponent might actually have removal for the Omniscience, which would be bad. Nope, they just put a counter. Okay. That means we have the game. Invasion of Arcavios. We'll go ahead and go to our graveyard. Grab the Beseech the Mirror. We have one in a Beseech the Mirror in the sideboard as well, so even if for some reason we were to misplace the Beseech the Mirror, we could put it back. Grab this town ain't big enough. Grab the Invasion of Arcavios. Go ahead, grab the Beseech the Mirror. Beseech the Mirror for free. Grab... Where are you, my boy Jace? Jace. Play Jace. Take down Jace to 1. I mean, we could take it down to 0 and then play Invasion of Tolvada, get it back. But I'm just going to do this because it's slightly less clicks. Play the Invasion of Arcavios, grab back, this town ain't big enough. Just a few clicks. Big enough. Okay, the opponent sees the writing on the wall. GG. 1-0. This hand seems pretty bad, but maybe we'll keep it. We have double surveil land is kind of rough. So the surveil lands with the Verge lands though is crazy. So good. I don't think it matters which Verge I play or surveil land. Do I want that or do I want a land drop? I'm gonna keep that. I'm just gonna mute the opponent. If I'm gonna take time to think, I'm gonna take time to think. Unless the rope goes out, I'm allowed to play. We can discard this Invasion of Arcavios if we need, because we can regrow it, because we have like a regrowth effect in our graveyard that allows us to get permanents back from our graveyard. Please no counterspell, but that'd be okay, I guess. Opponent doesn't see the harm in the Great Door, so they let us resolve it. Nice. We can get Atraxa back next turn. Atraxa is the backup Reanimator target. Atraxa is just such a powerful card, being able to find you so many different ones. Opponent looks like they're struggling to find lands and stuck on a bunch of 3-drops. Oh, don't need the Into the Flood Maw. Need a land drop here. Are we playing? How many lands are we playing in this deck? Oh, can't tell. That's kind of annoying. Anyways, draw, discard. Land, untapped land. Opponent looks like they're on the Dimir Curiosity deck. Put that in the grave. For this tap land. Well, if we get an untapped land, we can just get Omniscience and win the game. It's an untapped land. Opponent probably has counterspells in their deck, so we do need to play around that if we can. So maybe we go for reenacting Atraxa first. To get out like a counterspell. Sounds good to me. I can do it at instant speed. Because Reenact the Crime is actually an instant here. Last time I played into, well, I know this deck isn't heavy control. Because the Dimir deck is like a bit of a tempo deck. I'll do it at instant speed, reenact Atraxa, and then hopefully that will put us in a good spot. Until the ETB is gone. Might wait until they attack and then reenact Atraxa. I should have probably done it when they're tapped out. But this incentivizes them to actually counter it. Which we want to get the counterspell out of their hand. We want to tap them to tap out. Atraxa. Yep. 7/7 flying vigilance, death touch, lifelink blocker is pretty good. Opponent could tap it down or just kill it. That's fine with us. Yeah. We still get to look through our library to grab cards. Grab a battle, Jace, and untapped land. I don't think it matters what kind of land we grab. And I'll grab the Unauthorized Exit. That can allow us to return Omniscience to our hand in a pinch. Do we take 2 damage? We take 2 damage. It's fine. Alright, please no land drop. Opponent. No land drop? Okay, I think we've won the game. Because Omniscience is in our graveyard, right? We just Invasion of Tolvada it back. We have both Invasion of Arcavioses in our hand. So I think that means we've just won. Grab a... This town ain't big enough. Or this town ain't big enough. We only have 1 copy in our deck. Or in our sideboard, rather. Play Jace. And it's mill time. It is mill time.
Emotions are distractions. Focus on the facts. All your hopes and dreams are for nothing.
They shouldn't have anything that could interrupt the combo. Even if they have like Into the Flood Maw. We have the other Invasion of Arcavios and Invasion of Tolvada to like fix if one of our permanents goes to the graveyard. And we probably have enough mill just with Invasion of Tolvada and Jace, because we can take Jace all the way down and then reanimate it with Invasion of Tolvada.
Showed me the truth. Flesh will always lose. I will shatter your mind.
You're free to concede at any moment, opponent. $24 cards left, so we'll have to replay Jace once. If you click the wrong one of those 3, it allows you to switch. Okay, GG. 2-0. Okay, this is a sloppy hand. I don't think we want it. We don't have the mana to cast like half of our things. This is way better. Get rid of the Into the Flood Maw, because we can't even play it on one if we play the tap land. And we like land drops. Pretty big fan of them. Dimir. Okay. I mean, if you make us discard the Omniscience, I won't complain. That's the correct one. I'm surprised we havenent run into any of the like Esper Pixie decks, because I played one standard event a handful of days ago, and I was playing the mono white life gain deck, and I ran into some decks that were playing what is it called, at like 1-drop white Pixie, and then they were just playing and bouncing their nowhere to run to just obliterate everything. Kind of obnoxious. I could bounce the Overlord of the Flood Pits, but it's an ETB trigger, so that's not particularly good. Meticulous Archive does mean that if we can get a Omniscience in the graveyard, we can get it back. I mean, I could just Invasion of Tolvada back the Great Door if I really wanted it. It seems like a bad idea. But I could bounce the Invasion of Tolvada back to my hand with an Unauthorized Exit. Wait a minute. There's a plan here. It's a really bad one, but there might be a way out. Yeah, that is one neat thing about these Unauthorized Exits. If you just have like a bunch of these in Jace, you can still do a fair amount of milling, because it says doesn't say opponent controls. I hardly ever use it for that reason, but Restless Reef to the graveyard. Strange. Landlands are pretty darn good, especially Restless Reef. It's one of the arguably one of the best ones. Well, this is a bad idea, but I want my Great Door. Wonder if the opponent sees the line I'm going for here. Oh, it's so silly. I don't think we have a good chance of winning, but with combo deck, you're never quite down and out, especially one that has so like minimal. They're putting a lot into the graveyard. Okay, they are a Reanimator deck. I was like, what? Okay. I'll activate the Great Door on their turn. I can discard the... Yeah, Atraxa, that's fine. What do you find, though? Show me. Oh, I have to click Resolve. My bad. Liliana, Valgavoth, Duress, Bitter Triumph. Please don't take Duress. Land drop, Duress. Okay. Well, we'll hold on to the Great Door here. The activation. That hurts. What? Notably, Unauthorized Exit, you can bounce the Great Door with it. And Great Door doesn't cost anything to activate, so it gives you like a free card. Here goes nothing, man. May have been a bad idea. Oh my goodness, did we win the game? There's no way. There's no way, because this dig's 10 deep, so we might find what we need. Oh my god. Yeah, we won. GG. That's crazy. That is so disturbing. Oh, I could have grabbed something else. That's fine. Opponent tapped out. Let's just do the combo. Search our library for a Beseech the Mirror. There we go. Beseech the Mirror for the other Invasion of Tolvada, assuming it's in our library. Good, I didn't screw up. I won't say good game. Alright, we're 3-0. We've made back what we put in. How far can we go? Okay. I want to clarify, I didn't say good game at the end of that last game, just because I felt like it would come off snarky. Not because I had any ill will against the opponent. It was purely because I didn't want to make the loss feel worse for the opponent. Alright. There's a lot of reanimation. Double surveil end. Opponent goes first. I think this will be a loss if I keep this, but okay. This is good. This is actually pretty darn good. Do I get rid of Atraxa? That feels bad, but I don't have any way to activate it. Or like, not activate it. Yeah, I'm not making any sense, but yeah, let's do that. Interesting. Alright, 4 lands acquired. Let's get Omniscience down. Demo field. Bam. Damn. Dang, dude. We have plenty of basics, so it's actually not that bad. If the opponent's like a land destruction, I think they just wanted to shuffle away what we had and maybe mana fix themselves. So, I don't think... I think we'll be okay. If they're playing land destruction, though, I would laugh. No, it's just mono white tokens. Oh. Yep, that's what we're gonna do, I think. And then we can just Collector's Vault away. Collector's Vault, and And the next turn we Collector's Vault. We need to hit a land drop. That's fine, I don't really care. Or do we need to hit a land drop? I can't count. That's not a land drop. Okay, we do need to hit a land drop. Right? Yeah. Alright, so top 2 cards. If one of the top 2 cards is an untapped land, we can potentially win the game. Play this. It doesn't really matter how I activate it, I don't think, but I'll put the fancy Omniscience into the grave. We have 4 mana now, so we can cast Reenact the Crime. Play this. Because I can, I'll play the second Omniscience just in case something were to go wrong. Don't think it will matter. I will play Atraxa, and then we can recast it with Unauthorized Exit, so if we don't find a way to win, yeah, GG. Well, we're 4-0. I'm honestly baffled. This is so much fun. This is definitely not great. Opponent goes first, also not particularly great to see. We have a Surveil land though, so that means we have to like pick the next card that we see. Only problem is if it's something we want to reanimate. Reenact the Crime says we need to put it in the graveyard this turn, or like the same turn. I'll give it a go. This hand might just be too slow. Bounce lands look pretty, or these bounce cards look really good now. Another land drop. Ooh. Yeah, that can be a reanimation target. We'll keep that, actually. Swift Spear. Rage? No. Okay. Land drop. Pass. The ultimate test. Can we beat mono red on the draw? No, I'll take 1 damage. We'll set up my next card. It's on their end step so they can't recast the Swift Spear, so we're chilling. Land. We snap keep. Okay, we do need to play out the Great Door here if we want to get Atraxa down next turn. Or at instant speed. So, Great Door is a go. I will definitely activate it on their turn, assuming we don't die. They only have 2 lands. Doesn't seem like they have another. They do not have another. Did we just win because mono red drew 2 lands and 3 drops? I'm very confused what's going on here. Alright. I am a big fan of Into the Flood Maw, but okay, we'll get rid of this. We have 4 lands. That's pretty much all we need, right? Right? Okay, we can Atraxa at instant speed, so we'll just pass. 3 lands is not good, but we need to Atraxa before blockers, I guess. Red doesn't have any instant speed graveyard hate, right? And the next turn, we should be able to win, or on our turn, we should be able to win if we find something that we can reenact with. The only problem with Reenact the Crime, it makes it token copy because it exiles it, and then you cast a copy without paying its mana cost. So we can't unauthorized exit our own Atraxa to get it back. Omniscience. Unauthorized exit. Gloomlake Verge. Great Door. Yeah, the Great Door just gives us a redraw with Omniscience, so we'll take that. Block with our 7/7 lifelinker, I think. Pretty good place to be. Witchstalker Frenzy. You deal with that, but can you deal with Omniscience? Grab back Omniscience. Play a second Omniscience just cause. And then play this. Legend rule this. Keep this one. Draw, discard. Can we find a card that is useful? Jace. That is a card that is useful, but I don't think that's enough to mill. Because we can tick down Jace. Mill 4, mill 12, mill 12, and then mill 15 is only... And that's not enough. So we do need to find a combo piece. Surveil. That is another redraw, so we'll keep that. Play. Draw again. Like, we need lands where we're going. Invasion of Tolvada. That doesn't get us anything back, does it? It is a redraw. With the Great Door. Because we legend ruled one. I guess we'll take it. Actually, no, we shouldn't have. We shouldn't have. Okay. Get rid of Into the Flood Maw. I think there was probably a way we could have done this better, but play out the Great Door. Thank you. I'm trying very desperately here. Grab the Great Door. Oh, this may have been the jankiest way to just play Jace and draw a card. Can we win? Find out. Okay, GG. Oh my god, that's crazy. This ain't big enough. Well, it took a bit of work, but we got there. Oh my god. This is insane.
I'll take note of all your failures. Surrender every last thought to Phyrexia.
Is our opponent gonna let us do the entire thing? That'd be crazy.
Phyrexia's plans are already in motion. I will shatter your mind.
Omniscience is it's really good if you can get it onto the battlefield. 3 times 4 is 12, so that will be enough to finish you off. Or finish off your library, and then I will go to my sideboard and we'll grab the Mind Spiral. Everybody likes cards, don't they? We're not gonna give you a fish. We're not that generous. Here, have some cards. GG. Okay, well, 5-0. Let's see how we do. Huh. Is it bad that I want to keep this hand? So we can turn 3 Jace mill. We don't have any early interaction. The opponent has red sleeves. They might be playing mono red, so we might just die. I really should mulligan. Oh man. But I just want to see if this hand would win. Because Jace, we can mill ourselves 3 cards and then draw a card, and then Jace has 1 loyalty. Turn 3, we would pay 2 life to do that. Well, maybe we'll draw good cards. This is a really bad keep. Or we just take up Jace. But if we mill like the right cards and we draw a white source, we can Invasion of Tolvada. Island. Mountain. Damn. I guess they are playing mono red. Are we dead yet? They can't kill us, actually. No, the opponent took that on as a challenge, I think. Hmm. Okay, so if we play at Collector's Vault, next turn we can activate it. We'll have 2 lands and a treasure. That's not anything good. So we should play Jace? And pay 2 life and then make their scamp smaller? Well, here goes nothing. I'm not sure what I'm doing here, but surely something will work out. We can just mill ourselves a bunch with Jace and then reenact the crime something. Like an Omniscience. Depending on what we hit. If we hit an Omniscience, we can reenact the crime and Omniscience, and then we can Invasion of Tolvada like an Atraxa or something. That'd be ideal, but okay, so we do at least save ourselves a bit of damage here because the opponent's gonna go for Jace.
This won't affect our greater plans.
Well, Jace is doing a great job of buying his time, you know? That is what I would like. That's what I like to see. Keep it up, buddy. You're doing great. So next turn we win the game. So if we can survive one more turn, we win the game. Yo, Jace, I forgot how good you are just as a 3 or 4 mana planeswalker. What the heck? They're not a Jace fan. What the heck?
I don't understand what went wrong.
Pitch Omniscience. I'll keep the land in hand just in case. Invasion of Tolvada. Big fan of Omniscience. Invasion of Arcavios. I'm going to do the whole Invasion of Arcavios loop just in case the opponent has removal. We'll say good game so that the loop is lethal. Grab this town ain't big enough. No mistakes here, please. And in fact, I'm not even going to do the Jace loop this time. I'm going to do the loop that I never do. Well, I hardly ever do. Which is actually loop an instant or sorcery. Just because I don't want them killing Jace and then me messing up the combo somehow. Actually, we can just loop Jace. I think we're fine if we loop Jace. Nah, I'm not gonna bother. Too confused. I am too confused about whether or not it will work. So we're just gonna go to the sideboard and we're gonna grab Breach the Multiverse. We'll go ahead, Breach the Multiverse. And then we'll do it again. And then again. And then again. And again. Grab. I mean, I guess I can grab Jace. I'll speed up the process. By hero. Take down Jace.
A minor setback to find eyeball one threat, and your entire mind.
Grab the invasions. I hate that Reenact the Crime is like trying to tell me to use it. I click resolve after every single thing. I always grab this sound ain't big enough first, just in case I make a mistake. Because if you go for it first, the second time you'll, if you mess it up the first time, you're definitely not gonna mess it up the second time. We'll grab Jace again. We'll grab, I don't know, Slick Shot because it's cool. I will go ahead and mill you.
Will be educated in Phyrexia's ways.
Ah, I have to click resolve again.
Surrender
And I don't think they can kill me on grab keep, so I'm just gonna pass turn. GG. Okay. 6 wins. Can we get the fabled 7-0? Time to find out. The wait times are getting longer, I think, because it's trying to find us a suitable opponent. Okay. Jace, 2 Gloomlake Verges, which are basically islands in this hand. One goes first. I don't like this. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this hand. Not really much going on. This hand seems awesome. The old mole one, and it's awesome. Please don't take the Invasion of Tolvada is all I ask. I could get rid of a land, and that would give me, like, backup for the Omniscience. Feels irresponsible at the same time, though. If they get... I'm just worried about the turn 1 duress coming out of our opponent. What happens if the opponent turn 1 duresses? So greedy to get rid of land. We have a Surveil land, we have Collector's Vault. Surely everything will work out, right? Opponent takes Collector's Vault and his hand gets incredibly bad. Hopefully they won't think about that. I don't think our opponent's on mono red, but we will find out. Alright, opponent. Green? Opponent dropped a forest turn 1. I repeat, opponent has dropped a forest turn 1. What is happening? Ideally, I have 4 land drops. Okay, I'll keep it. Okay, well, we have the white source for Invasion of Tolvada. But if the opponent takes Collector's Vault, okay, they're Gruul Delirium, probably. If I had to guess. The fact that I haven't played anything is a little concerning. Well, it's good, but it's also concerning in regards to, like, what are they actually doing here? If they are Gruul Delirium, probably. Yep, they're definitely Gruul Delirium. Violent Urge is a card that's supposedly very good. I've heard from multiple different content creators saying the card is good. Alright, just pass, survive a turn, win the game. GG. GG. Okay, well. It was a cool game, opponent. Real cool game. The 7-0. The 7-0 with Omniscience combo is insane. Alright, first I have to not mess up the combo, but... Come on, I've done this, like... I don't know how many times. I played this deck a lot against Sparky. Not gonna lie. I was like practicing against Sparky. It's like good game so that they know they can concede. GG. All right. Time to claim our victory packs. Claim play-in point. 20 play-in points for qualifier play-in event. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know that much about arena stuff, but 4 packs here. Is that what you get from an event? Or did I have like an extra one? No, I think you get 4. We can go check again. But anyways, here goes nothing. Rite of the Dragon Caller, which is a cool enchantment. I've seen a few people play this card, and it actually seems like it seems pretty strong in the right deck, so I kind of want to try it out at some point. Exemplar of Light. When you gain life, put a +1 counter on this creature. Whenever you put 1 or more +1 counters on this creature, draw a card. This ability triggers once each turn. Nice for life gain and angel decks. Preposterous Portions. I make everything massive. And, ooh, okay. Maybe I will actually be able to play cats eventually. I haven't done cats because I don't have the wild cards. Anyways, that's the video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully this deck treats you well if you try it out in a standard event. Let you know what deck you want to see next week, next Saturday. I'll put a community post out as well on like the YouTube channel. So if you go to like the channel and then it has those tabs where like videos, shorts, live or whatever, one of them is like community or posts. I'll put one of those out and you can let me know what you're thinking there or in the comments down below, and I will try and play what people are interested in. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. It helps out the channel a ton. And have a nice morning, evening, night, afternoon, wherever and whenever you're watching. Ciao.